And lovely to meet so many people at the open training day at St Andrews. Mr. Fon is still out in the States, so special thanks to our guest tonight on the slimmed down version of his former self, the one and only Sam Hubert. So this is it, we're up and running and back every Monday through the football season. I'm sure there'll be ups, downs, joys and sorrows as always. Let's get the one and only show that eats, lives, breathes everything Birmingham City is, of course, your Tilton Talk Show.
Let's hear it from the stand. So come on City, sing this song once more. We are the lads from Tilton. We'll support you till the end of the day. We're so happy following the blues. We love you, what more can we say? We are the lads from Tilton. We'll support you till the end of the day.
So that's it, summer's over at last. Football season's back on again, and at least we've got something to talk about on a Monday night. Missed you guys throughout the summer, and it is genuinely very good to be back. I've got to say hello to my sister Pat, she's listening in tonight, thank you very much for that. And as I say, thanks to Lee for meeting me up in Gran Canaria, that was really nice, and we sat and I had a beer, he had a glass of water.
Yeah.
I don't drink water.
There's Lee's got a show that's out on YouTube as well. If you just want to post a link in the comment section, he's doing a weekly show, kind of recapping every match day. Decent, so give a listen to. Yours truly also comments on it.
It's good to be back. It's
right.
Good to be back. We're back, Chris. Chris, we're back. We're back.
Still glorious.
We're back. Okay, so firstly we'll talk about the game on Saturday.
Yeah.
Quite a decent attendance, actually.
Yeah, good show. Good turnout. Norwich brought decent numbers. First half wasn't really much going on. Just trying to feel out the game. Second half game came to life. I thought a draw overall was a fair result on the basis of the 90 minutes, if I'm being honest. Obviously to lose it to draw the game so late on is obviously difficult to take. But I thought overall that, considering that Pedersen's the only new arrival in the side, that squad is still going to have the exact same problems as last season in regards to creativity, the actual lack of goals. The boys did all right.
Good. Okay. The dancing girls got a bit of stick, didn't they?
Who's that?
The dancing girls. Oh, half time was it?
I don't stay there half time,
You
mate.
don't
That's
stay.
just drinking time.
And those maracas driving me mad. What was all about maracas? Huh? Some Cuban restaurant opened or something. Wasn't
No
it?
idea.
That's what all the dancers
Apparently,
are for.
what's that? The fancy catering now. £5 for egg fried rice. Was I seeing that right?
Oh, it's in the back of the Tilton, isn't he?
Yeah.
Tilton, yeah.
£5 for egg fried rice. You can go for $2.50 at local Chinese, can't you?
Well, where's me burger and hot dogs gone? Football's changing.
I know, proper
Football's
football
changing.
grub.
As Tom would say, the game's gone.
The game's gone.
Okay, all you got to do, lovelies, is share this on your personal Facebook timeline to win a prize next week. So just share away. No expense has been spared on this new look studio. Look how glamorous this
Oh,
is.
no,
Look
don't
at
put your
it.
hands out
Look
like
at
that.
it.
Don't put your hands
Oh,
out
right,
like
okay.
You're only
Sorry.
confined to that square
right. I have
footage.
to sit in this square.
Yeah.
Right, can you paint a square on the floor for me next week? Sam, Dennis wants to know who that guy was that was moaning.
Oh, God.
There's a guy moaning about the players taking a drink that was sat by you.
Well, I'm really considering moving my season ticket because we've got a really annoying guy in the block, and bless his heart, he sings, right? He tries to get the crowd going, but when when you realise that no one's going to join in and you just kind of stop and you sit back down, he perseveres all the way through the song, but it's constant throughout the whole game, right? So he's annoying me at the moment, and also the guy that is literally 3 seats down from me, he was like proper booing and going nuts about the players taking a water break. It was like 30 odd, weren't it, Saturday?
I took many water breaks on Saturday,
Yeah.
believe me.
I got through about 6 or 7 pints. It was that day.
Of water.
No, not water.
You're alcoholic, consuming alcohol?
Yeah, absolutely consuming alcohol. You have to go watch them sometimes.
Ray said there was 22,000 plus and 3,000 waiting in the beer queue. What was all that about?
Well, I always leave my seat about the 30th to 32nd minute to go up to be able to get a beer for half time. Because if you leave any later, you've got 2 hopes. Bob open, no hope. So I got to the bar. There was a little bit of a queue there, but nothing major. I eventually got to the front, but I just seem to be invisible. It's probably because I'm a lot slimmer these days, but I just didn't seem to get served at all.
Either that or they just didn't like your face.
Yeah, probably maybe one of them. But yeah, so like literally all there was like a sign on one end, a sign on the other that said like fast pay here. No one seemed to be abiding by it. People were just like the old standard way of just going to the bar trying to get through.
What fast pay is.
Fast pay is it's on your season ticket, innit? Or your match pass card.
Yeah.
And you upload your money online, and you pay for your food, your drink, and all that kind of stuff.
So it's like
paying by debit card,
like
but
a
without
Euro
a debit.
card
Yeah,
kind of thing.
basically, yeah. It's just.
Can it only be used at Blues?
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
I'd assume so.
That's a shame, actually, because that would be quite a good idea. Because I've got a Euro card,
Why can't
which I can spend anywhere all over Europe.
Why can't they just bring in contactless? If they're going to bring in this fast pay, get in a contactless. Because at the end of the day, say if you upload 20 quid on your season ticket, right, to spend on drinks, you get to the bar and you buy 4 or 5 pints, right? So it's about roughly £4 a pint. So your 20 quid's gone, but you go up again. They don't know because apparently it doesn't go off straight away or something. They'll only know afterwards. It's not fully like fast at the moment, unlike the name, and. So you could maybe spend more than what's on your card, and the club's going to be losing out on money then because you don't necessarily have to reimburse it. I guess I don't know. Nothing seems to be made clear about it. It would just be if they wanted to bring in a fast pay, why don't they just pay to have debit cards there? Because there's still people that go up to the bar and want to pay by card. Not everyone carries cash. I rarely carry cash these days. The only time I get money out is to go down the foot.
Well, I don't carry cards because I have a distrust for banks.
Right, okay.
There you go.
I don't carry cash because I ain't got none.
Just contactless everywhere, or just pay by card everywhere?
Regarding the beer, Mark Adams has just said, the obvious thing is pre-pulled pints.
Oh, for goodness
But
sake,
the thing
that's
is,
sensible.
you
can't start talking
is,
sensible.
right,
It's the first show of the season, for goodness
Sensible,
sake.
You have pre-pulled pints, right? But then I bet you there'd be fans moaning, that's been sitting there for 5 minutes, I want a fresh one.
Well, you'll have it in your own for longer than 5 minutes.
There's going to be fans like that,
Yeah.
and the person that served me didn't even know how to do a John Smith, so I refused to drink Foster's. I'd rather drink my own urine than drink Foster's. So the only option for me in there is a John Smith's, and there's just no decent option there. Like worst lager in the world, a really poor bitter. And the only cider I got is bottles, which is just as expensive as buying a pint. It's not a full pint bottle. A lot could be done better in regards to catering, but it's a debate we've had many times. And from what I've seen on people's comments that have tried to speak to the club about bringing in certain aspects, the club don't seem to be listening at all. So, what else can you do?
Well, if the club doesn't listen, the club is the only one that's losing revenue.
Well, I will not be putting any more money into behind the bar this season. I'm not bothering.
No,
don't see the point.
Well, there you go. There you go, Birmingham City. If you're listening,
I don't even need to get a chicken balti pie anymore because the chippy around the corner from where I've just moved to does chicken balti pies. I can get one from the chippy around the corner, and it's a nice balti pie.
Put it under your hat and take it in.
Absolutely.
Ray says, I disagree. Don't matter how quick you pay, still slow to serve beer and food. Shame you can't pre-order, which is what we were saying. Yeah.
But I mean, the thing is, I'm not having a go at the staff that work behind the bar
Absolutely.
because I bet they're paid awful wages. The amount of abuse they take must be horrendous. And from someone that's worked in security, I get the amount of abuse you can receive off members of the public or people that you're trying to help. The training clearly isn't good enough, but if you just, it's not regular work anyway. It's more of a social contract, I'd assume, like a 0 hours basically. So that they're only getting a shift once every 2 weeks minimum. So they're not going. If they're just turning up once every 2 weeks for maybe 30, 40 quid and getting dogs abused for it, they're thinking, well, I'm not going to come next time. Then you get new staff coming, you've got to train them, and then they're thinking the same on their first shift.
Right, okay. A young lad has joined us today. His name is Mark Forrester. He's from my hometown, and he's a Stoke City supporter. Welcome to the Championship. That's all I'm going to say to you, my friend.
Please,
he's saying that Stoke are looking at Thomas Cusack. Is he any good?
Cusack, I can have him.
There you go.
Monk don't want him. My opinion on Cusack is irrelevant. I think he's more than capable of being a member of that squad to help Truman, and because it was Weaver on the bench Saturday, wasn't it, as the understudy to Truman. So I think Cusack's a good, handy pair of hands to have around. Darryl Flahaven's the goalkeeper coach now, isn't he?
Yes.
So, I mean, he was always a decent Championship goalkeeper as well. I remember him playing for Southend a few times down the Blues back in like 2008, 2009, and he always seemed to have a good game when you come down to St Andrews. You know, just the more experience you have there, it helps. I can understand his stance on trying to get rid of Stockdale. His wages for what you're paying for is ridiculous. You can get you just seen with Truman on Saturday. He put in a more than capable performance. I'll excuse him for the first goal. He's had a little bit of stick for the first goal going in. But I generally think maybe his sight was blocked and he's seen it late, and before he's had time to react, the ball's past him.
All right, Calamese is saying that the Bogle announcement is imminent. Well, we'll wait for that announcement.
I don't go on
if
anything
it
on
does come
Facebook
yet.
anymore, unless it's on Sky Sports News or the club.
And Paul
website.
Hipkiss wants to know why the random TV is on the left. Is it for sale?
Yeah, probably that's it. More importantly, Paul Lilly says, do I get a chance to hold the Super 6 trophy I won last season? Certainly.
Absolutely.
Come
of
in.
course, you
Come in.
you can come in whilst we engrave your name on it.
I'll hold it up to the screen so you
There
can
it
see
is. There it
I'll
is.
pick it up.
What was his name?
Paul Lilly.
Paul Lilly, congratulations for winning Super
Yep.
6. Actually, I'll go on to Super 6. If you do want to join the Super 6 League, contact Ray Hobro, or Ray will put up the code on the screen in just a very short
How did
time.
you boys get on first week?
I got 7 points.
Same as me, 7, yeah.
I didn't check. I still haven't checked mine. But I think I did okay. I don't know. But I probably jinxed it now.
And we've got a record amount of people in it this year.
That's
as well.
good.
126, I think.
126 at the last count, yeah. So, yeah. Going back to a little bit of the catering, getting into the ground was a joke.
Well, yeah. Well, when I walked down from the Roost to get into the, the entrance free up by the corner of the club shop, the queue from that little window on the side of the club shop was literally onto the Cov Road. And that was at 10 to 3. There's going to be loads of people that miss the start of that game on Saturday. And what's this whole thing about that you need, like with this match pass cards, you then need to take your ticket confirmation to print off the tickets. What difference is it?
It was so easy, wasn't it?
Yeah,
I've even had them scanned it off my phone.
Yeah, it's madness, and I can't get. The other thing I can't get my head around: 60p for it to be posted out. Fair enough. £2 you have to pay to collect it from the ground. Who's going to pay £2 to collect their season ticket from the ground?
Madness.
Probably have to, because hardly anyone's receiving those. I'm really filling in for Mr. Fun tonight, aren't I?
Yeah, good point here from Adrian Howell. They should have had lots of advisors on hand at kiosks to help advise how things work, plus helpers walking down the queue. That would have been good. Teething problems, all ground the ground for fast-paced system. Looked like no staff training had taken place to me, and learning on the job. Agree, contactless is already proven tech, from Kev Kelly.
The thing is, God knows how much the Blues have spent in this new match pass card fast-paced system. Just get contactless in the ground. It's not hard.
Ray Hobro says, I disagree. Don't matter how quick you pay, still slow to serve beer and food. Shame you can't pre-order. And James is laundering money on his fast pay. No need, my boy, no need.
Adrian's just said that, and it's true. But we're just overcomplicating a simple.
It's simple.
Yeah.
We used to pay by money and click the
Yeah.
turnstile. You know, it was just simple. It was simple
I
back
think
in
it's
the
because
day.
we used to queue up and we used to enjoy queuing up.
I think we need to be microchipped. How about that? That's a good idea, isn't it? And then the scanner can read you as you go in, and it will know whether you got a season ticket or not. Yeah.
Well, they just scan your barcode.
It's not too hard, is it?
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll
agree on that one.
Tick your barcode,
Scott Bohemia says, is there any further news on the club sale? As we're nearly 2 years into this ownership, and we was told that they would look to move the club on after 2 years.
Well,
We
as
need
far
these
as I'm
owners
aware-
out to keep right on.
As far as I'm aware, the TTA took over October 2016, didn't they?
Yes, they did.
So it won't be
Yes.
until
It
at
won't.
least October.
Yeah.
Whether they... Well, the thing is, they bought us to sell us for profit. Now, depending on however much they obtained for us, they've invested at least 20 to 30 million in the playing squad and wages and stuff, right?
Plus the cost of the purchase.
Plus the cost of the purchase, plus
Running costs,
plus
da,
the
da, da,
running
da, da,
cost
da,
of the
yeah,
club,
yeah,
and
yeah.
if the club's lost money, that's against that. That'll be against TTA. So you'll be looking at that. You'll be looking at they would want the best part of maybe 100 million for the club.
They
The
ain't
club's
gonna
not
get
worth 100 million.
Ain't going to get that.
Not a chance.
Ain't going to get that. Not unless we is in the Premier League, man.
Mm-hmm.
They ain't going to get that. Not
I
at
don't know, you
all.
could do Welsh accents as well.
You like my Welsh accent?
Oh, yeah.
Right, good luck to Hull tonight. I'd just like to put that one in. That's all I'm saying. on
Oh
there.
yeah, they're playing.
They're kicking off their season tonight. I hope they have an amazing evening. I hope there are no queues at the beer and food festivals, and everybody gets served very quickly, and everybody in Hull goes home happy tonight.
Yeah, absolutely.
But not the visitors.
No,
No,
definitely not.
not the visitors. Right, okay. So that's kind of covered the bar service and fast pay. We'll have a quick couple of minutes on the World Cup. Great tournament in Russia.
Yeah.
No trouble at all. It can be done.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, it just goes to show the threat of horrible prison sentences and absolute dives seems to keep hooliganism in check, don't it?
or was it the hype that the BBC put out as well about you're going to get murdered if you go there?
Well, to be honest, I mean, let's be fair. Putin is a guy that just doesn't take rubbish at all. He would have had it on absolute lockdown, and any disobedience from anyone Russian, he would have, hit them with the strongest way possible. So.
But it proves it can be done.
But I don't. To be honest, that whole stuff off the pitch, I don't particularly care about. The World Cup as a whole was fantastic. On the pitch was brilliant. England did brilliant to get to the semi-finals. No one expected them to get that far.
They failed.
But when you get there, it's heartbreaking when it doesn't come off.
But they failed.
We lost.
They
yeah.
failed. We lost. Yes, we lost. We are a nation of losers.
But you got to give credit where credit's due. That no one expects them to get that far. They've done good. That squad is going to be better for the experience in future tournaments. Southgate's won me over. Wasn't a big fan beforehand. I was absolutely buzzing. Cried my eyes out when we got knocked out. Absolutely wept my eyes.
For everybody saying it's coming home. It was all through the.
Yeah, but we never said when it's coming home, Nick.
Yeah, okay.
It will come
No, I
home
think they were
eventually.
singing about Chris Pugh. He's coming home. He's coming home. He's coming. Hope he's not coming home.
Oh no! Don't be callous. That was harsh. That was a little
Apparently, he
bit
was
harsh.
at Alcatraz today.
Oh yeah.
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 They let him out.
Blimey.
You let him out.
Adrian wants to talk about the Cuban dancers.
Well, I heard about the Cuban dancers.
Never seen them.
There was I don't know, a dozen or so. I don't know.
What's happened to the shed? Is the shed still there?
I don't know.
No.
What, the shed with the flag
I
in?
know there was a shed at the end of last season at half time.
The shed with the flag in.
I
you're on
think
about?
so. I've no idea. To be honest, I can't. Well, I don't remember the last time I properly seen a half-time show. I just vaguely seen the shed as I was walking back down to my seat last season at one time. That's all I remember. I don't stand and watch half-time shows. I don't see the point.
No, I don't tend to either. I usually go out.
No,
back
it's
on a
not
fag.
American football. We don't need a half-time show.
There is no such thing as American football. Football is football. They play soccer.
What did you think of Pedersen anyway?
It's too early to say. I think at the moment he's got to settle into
Yeah.
the squad and into the team. Obviously, it wasn't good him coming in, and then all this FFP embargo stuff going on, and rumours about him going to Derby. So that was a little bit unsettling. He's now registered. He's a Blues player, so we've got him now for however long. and I hope he has a very good season. I really do.
Yeah.
Really do. Somebody was just talking a few minutes ago about our
I just seen
League
something
One
here.
midfield.
Apparently, Dizzy Penalties is the new half-time show, and apparently it's really good.
Yeah, apparently. Yeah.
And 1-0 Hull.
Halt.
Oh, carry on.
Oh, I need a laughing place.
Carry on, just carry on. Oh, dear.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful. Oh, dear.
Sorry I took the moment away from your bell, Chris.
Oh, dear me. Ooh.
Brilliant.
Sometimes they just give and give and give,
Yeah,
don't they?
it's
Beautiful.
just never ending.
Beautiful. Yeah, Pedersen, I think, he's got a little bit of settling in to do. But
Yeah,
it's
of course
class,
he does.
it's class
He's coming from a different league. He looks a good player. Technically, he looks really good. But I don't like the treatment of Grounds. I don't like the fact that he's basically been ousted from the squad completely. He's certainly got a role to play in that side, Jonathan Grounds has.
Yeah, I rate him.
He can fit. He can fill in at centre half. I mean, centre half's a position we're lacking in anyway. All we've got is Robert Steen and Morrison.
Yeah, as Kev Kelly said, Pedersen got singled out and doubled up by Norwich, and it proved our undoing.
We look more of a threat from set pieces with him this season. But in regards to defensive ability, I think him and Grounds are relatively similar. It just feels like we've paid the best part of 2.5 million for someone to improve our set pieces.
I think David James is sort of agreeing with you. He says, "Can we discuss the League One midfield we have?"
Yeah, I was just coming to that one.
That's where the weakness is, boys.
Well,
Need some class and composure.
When I was walking past the main stand, going up to the pub on Saturday, I seen Davis there. Davis is in a cast. He's obviously broke his foot, and
he's had surgery.
He's going to be out for a while. Gardner just doesn't seem like the same player anymore. No. If I'm being honest,
No.
I really love him to turn it on for us again.
I think he's hard. There.
He'll always have the art, but it's just whether he's got the quality anymore. And I think he's
knocking on there, though, isn't he?
Yeah, I think he's early 30s now. But we've seen a lot more steady in midfield before Ndoye come on. We seem to go a bit to pot when
my
Ndoye
favourite
come
player.
On. Your favourite player,
really? He shook my hand.
Well, that's definitely a red card.
Obviously, I get he's a bit of a cult hero down there, but it's a liability playing him. It really is. It's about time we need to start being serious about it. I think it's.
I don't think it's cult. They call him.
It's more sarcastic, isn't it?
Yeah, it sounds like cult.
Yeah. But it's also one of those, like, he's that rubbish, you kind of love him as well, don't you?
Again, he's got the heart.
He tries. And to be fair, all I've ever wanted from any Blues player that puts on that shirt is to give 110%.
And does
regardless he does.
Well, then that's kind of countered your argument a little bit.
But we do need that extra, and what we're paying him a week is extortionate. Blame Mr. Redknapp for that one.
We do.
Carl says the Garden's finished, and I think
it's good to see Hull scoring at home.
Who scored for them anyway?
Other
butchers.
It doesn't really matter. It's just
it's a goal, isn't it?
1-0.
I've got something I want to raise actually. Have you heard what Sky Sports are doing? All the midweek championship games are going to be available on the red button.
Free.
Okay.
Free. Well, obviously, if you've got a Sky Sports package,
right,
you press the red button, you can watch any championship game that's on midweek if it's on a Tuesday or Wednesday.
Right.
So obviously, I think it's handy if the Blues are away from home. Obviously, if people are working during the week and can't get to the away game, then that's fair enough. But I think you'll see midweek attendances decline down the Blues with that. I'd like to know fans' opinions on that, actually, whether you think it's a good or bad idea.
I'm guessing Blues must have been compensating some.
Well, you'd think that the clubs would receive something for it, but if you think of the revenue that will come through on a midweek game in regards to the ticket sales and what they were able to take in through for the bars and stuff, maybe it could be detrimental. We won't know until you see the accounts, really, would you? I'd love to know what fans' opinions are on it, really. Whether the fact that a game is on midweek would, whether you'd still go down or whether you'd be less likely to go down. Because in all honesty, the fact that I've just moved to Hinckley now, for a midweek game where I've got to travel back and be up early the next morning, it's not an easy journey to do. I might be reluctant to go, and I could quite easily.
So which way would you come in then from England?
I'd come into Birmingham New Street, but the trains are only once every hour.
Of course you don't drive, do you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
And to be fair, I wouldn't drive to the footy anyway. I like to have a bit of a drink when I'm at the footy. So,
just going back to grounds, agents are saying, well, he's insinuating really that grounds could be a player that's upsetting the squad, and that might be the reason why he's not.
Possibly, but it doesn't. It wouldn't seem like that type of character. I mean, I've speak to someone on here that lives quite local to grounds, and from his account, grounds loves it. Grounds loves the club.
Thanks, Kevin Damon. Loves the new studio. Very university challenged.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes. We could only afford the bottom bit there.
Couldn't afford the eggheads.
No.
But don't forget, we've also got Vassal to come back in a few weeks'
We have,
time.
yeah.
That's
Yeah,
going to be a
2 to
bonus.
3
Well,
weeks.
he hasn't featured in pre-season at all, has he?
Well,
It's
no, why is he
it's
so
quite
probably?
a serious injury he's coming back from. It's going to take him at least 3 to 4 weeks to be able to get back up to full speed. But of course, when you have an injury like that, it's always going to be, but are players ever really the same? I mean, well, it's a bit daft comparing him to this player, but like when Ronaldo got injured back in like the 90s, and he had 2 very similar injuries to that, he was never the same player in regards to his pace, because that's why Ronaldo is so threatening. But it's 1-1 now, by the way. But yeah, so will Vassal still be that same lightning pace and absolute threat, or will there always be that thing in the back of his mind where he's thinking, look, I've missed a year, I don't know how strong my knee is, I'm not going to go all in on this tackle or 100% chase this down. It'll always be, it depends on the player's psyche, really, doesn't it?
Yeah. But I mean, if he's hungry enough, he's going to just.
Well, it comes from honest, decent. He's made his way up through the non-leagues, and I prefer to see players like that down the Blues, because it means they're more down to earth, rooted, and they appreciate the opportunity that they've got, and they don't take it all for granted, really.
Aye.
Stephen,
Okay, reading all your comments. I'm trying to get through as many as I can. Obviously,
Can I just read this one? Stephen Gill's just put up a strange one. He says, I think Ndoye will leave before Thursday.
we'll leave before.
Oh yeah, the transfer window closes Thursday, doesn't
Of
it?
course he does, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Sam, I missed that. Go on.
Yeah, the transfer window closes Thursday.
Thursday, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he thinks Ndoye will leave before Thursday.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, the rest of Europe's transfer window is open until the end of August.
That's right, yeah.
And
So
are they still allowed to buy-
Ndoye could, well, any player in that Blues squad could still leave before the 31st of August. They just move abroad.
God, this needs sorting out.
It's
doesn't it?
ridiculous.
What a mess.
Well, the thing, it's the Premier League clubs that have voted for it. I don't think the Football League clubs have had any say in it. I think the Premier League clubs have voted for it, and the Football League have just basically gone, well, they've voted for it, we'll just keep in line with them, so we all close at the same time. I haven't heard anything that the Championship, League 1 and League 2 clubs have voted for it, and it's supposed to be a democratic system, isn't it, the EFL? Nothing's supposed to get passed without a majority vote from the clubs. That's the system you've...
Yeah, going back to Ndoye races, Ndoye's first touch was a pass to feet, and the next one he chased that bloke down in front of the cop. I didn't see him again after that. Mick Greaves, if Gardner and Keefton Bell get injured, who we got left?
Yeah, I just saw
Not
that
a
one.
lot. That's somewhere where we are.
One of my mates was raving about some kid that played at the friendly against Cheltenham. Can't remember his name off the top of my head now. Some young Lacking or something like that.
Right.
He said he looked really good against Cheltenham. But I think, well, because of the situation we're in at the Blues at the moment, but obviously it's Monday now. So they've only got today, tomorrow, and Thursday to get in these loan signings to strengthen the side. So Monk is probably going to have to be reliant on what he's got in the youth academy for his depth in that side.
And Steve Cow are going back onto the Ndoye again. Nothing to do with Ndoye. 2-3 minutes prior to this introduction, Norwich changed their system, which started to turn the tide away. It was the turning point. But yes, midfield really has got holes in it, hasn't it?
Yeah, see, Charlie Lacking, his name is that kid I was just on about.
Charlie Lacking.
Yeah.
Okay.
Apparently had a good game down at Cheltenham, but I think Monk will give an opportunity to some of the young players, and the Football League have just brought in a rule now where at least one player in your starting 11 or bench has to be homegrown through the club. Obviously on Saturday we had Truman, Labala, Viv, At least there's at least three. Weaver was on the bench as well, so we had at least 4. So I don't think we're ever going to be in danger of not being able to meet that as such.
I think that's crazy. Just stipulating it should only be 1.
Well, you could argue it should be more. It depends how much
Yeah.
you care about the homegrown players, but ultimately, if you're good enough, you'll be getting in the team.
Somebody's just asked, did Bogle sign? Not yet, not until we get an official confirmation
No,
from the
I
club.
won't, unless
And-
anything comes through on the club website or on Sky Sports News officially. Then I wouldn't say it's been done or not done, basically.
And not football related, but somebody wants to know, why have you moved to Hinckley?
I've moved in with the missus.
There we go.
Yeah, just
There we go.
relocated.
Say love.
Love, maybe.
Love.
Simon Ford, I think using the young prospects can work to our advantage. Hungry for it with Harding, Truman, Lakin looking good. Awfully sorry, but as soon as I start to read something, it just
It disappears.
flicks up. Yeah, it disappears ever so quickly. Looking good. Hold on to them this time and build.
Yeah, but there's a lot of young talent in that side. You know, there's a lot of potential, and you know, we're kind of almost back to where we was 4 years ago now, where we didn't have any funding and such, and you have to rely on bringing through these players. You know, you've seen the likes of Butland, Redmond and Damari Gray all come through
Yeah.
in such a short period of time. Jordan Much as well, that have turned out to be, you know, good quality Championship Premier League players.
I heard on the way in that Blackpool sacked their manager today after one game.
No.
One game.
Who's up at Blackpool?
I
now?
don't know. I didn't know.
I've no idea.
If Chris Pugh was here, he'd be able to tell you probably immediately, but I've no idea. But I've heard that they sacked the
game's
manager after
gone.
one
That's
game.
madness.
One game.
The game.
And somebody, again, I can't remember who it was just a minute ago, that year that Viv had at Blackpool has done him the world of good.
Who's that? Viv. Yeah.
Yeah. What did he look like?
Well, he come back and looked decent, didn't he, Chris?
Mm.
He looked alright when he
yeah,
come
yeah,
on.
yeah.
Hotter didn't really do much in the game,
No.
so but it was right to make that change because he didn't really offer much. Yeah, he come on, looked lively. He got at players and obviously scored what should have been the winning goal. Wasn't meant to be, but he was, you know, he got in the right place at the right time, didn't he, and stuck it away. You know, he come on, did the job.
Yep, definitely.
One for the future.
Well, he's kind of been in. Well, I remember him scoring down at Fulham when we won 5-2 in that game, and that was when we was with Rowett, and that's got to be 3 years ago now at least when we was down at Fulham and won 5-2. So he's been in and around that first team fold for a few seasons now. It's about, you know, if he doesn't kick on this season, you got to kind of think, well, is this his level? Is he ever going to cut it here? You know, it's one of those, and you know, you look at kids like Truman, Lakin, Harding. They've only just started to break into the first team fold, but Viv's been there for a little while now.
Oh, we've been infiltrated.
I know, yeah. I'm slowly getting through them. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Mike Coward
So they're
says hi from Australia.
obviously can't even be bothered to go to their own away game tonight. They've got to watch the Tilton talk show.
I know.
Welcome.
And their own teams on the telly.
Welcome.
Never mind. Yeah, so Dave Twines, there's just a comment just above it about, do we think financial fair play is fair? No, sorry, the parachute payments are fair.
No, personally, I don't. When you get relegated, I think that's tough. That's your own fault. That's your own problem for not investing, not having the right manager, not having the right squad, not having the right players. You shouldn't get a penny.
Well, the parachute payments go down per season,
You
don't
shouldn't
they?
get a penny.
But
Why do you get paid for failure? This country's upside down. You get paid for failing.
I get that logic, but it's also the parachute payments are there to protect, not so much to protect the clubs and the owners, but I think more to protect the fans and their club. Because at the end of the day, every club is the fans' club, really, isn't it?
Yeah, I get that.
So it's there to protect their club because, you know, it's like, you know, West Brom will be coming down with players that are on the best part of, you know, 50, 60 grand a week. Some of them they may not be able to
write them into
offload.
the contracts. If
But
you get relegated, they go
yeah.
down to 10 grand a week.
But the thing is, what people get mistaken with these parachute payments, the parachute payments are there to help the club just...
Yeah, but if the players weren't
to-
paid
until these players are off their books,
stupid
it helps
extortionate
them.
amounts of money, all right, for playing a game of football. This is what we're talking about, a game of football. If they weren't paid ridiculous amounts of money, we wouldn't be in this situation.
I get the argument of the ridiculous money, but at the end of the day, if you're in a business, right, so, you know, let's just say, for example, like when I was in security, right, and security was profitable, and my company was making millions and millions and millions of pounds every single month. I'd want my fair share because I'm on the ground floor and I'm the one that's out there doing the work and providing the results for them to get more money. I want my cut of the pie. That's all the players are doing, and that's all their agents are fighting for. You know, at the end of the day, you blame for all of this is all the TV money coming in and the fact that all of that money has come into the game. I mean, do people have Sky Sports packages at home? If you have a Sky Sports package at home and then moan about how much football's running, you're paying towards the problem.
I don't have a Sky Sports package. I will not buy a Sky
He
Sports
was
package.
He was high-fiving him.
I thought he was high-fiving,
I
man.
will not. I can't put my arms out.
No, that's as far. Actually, just
So I'm just going to look
fine.
a bit silly now.
I will not purchase a Sky Sports package.
No, I haven't had one. Not since our mummy's back when I was
haven't got
growing
one
up.
either. No.
But no.
Yeah, no. Since Sky decided that when I did have all the packages with them, I'm going back now 20 odd years, right? And they said they were going to take the money out on the 13th, and they take the money out on the 10th. I told them to shove it.
Yeah.
If you can't do it right, keep it. And I haven't had it since.
Because your porn subscription comes out on the 11th.
Hey, you know, there'd be a subscription, Chris. And Mr. Floor.
Yeah, I do feel awkward, David.
Yeah, a lot of people saying Charlie Lakin looks good.
Yeah.
And
So
it was Gary Bower from Blackpool who's got the push.
Gary
Bower, yeah.
Bowyer, Gary Bowyer.
I would say the manager of Blackpool was it?
Yeah,
Well, he
Right,
was.
Okay, yeah. Well, he was.
I'm that confused. How do you sack a manager after one game?
It's madness.
Well, I know Tom says the game's gone, but goodness me, it's getting worse.
That's crazy.
Getting worse. Goalkeeper situation, Truman. Okay, young lad. Probably tried his best. I think he was kind of a little bit at fault for that last one.
Is not going to get any better without playing.
No, absolutely not. Of course not.
And the first one, the first goal, you could have a go at him, but without actually knowing his actual vision of when the shot comes in and how late he reacts because of his block vision, I don't know, but I mean that save in the first half was absolute top class from that header.
Oh yeah.
And he did a fair few good saves throughout the game. His distribution, I mean, bar one kick that went a little bit wayward, his distribution was really good. I can't have no complaints with Truman on Saturday. I thought he did more than a good job. And even though they've kind of been outcast from the squad, like Stockdale and Cusack, but I'm sure they're there and they're giving him advice and they're helping him along in his career and his progression. As is the goalkeeping coach, he's only going to get better by playing these games. There's no point us loaning him out again for him to play in the lower division and not play with the quality. He's going to have to make mistakes for him to learn.
Can we afford him though?
And the fans can't be on his back.
Can we afford him though? Pete Taylor. Sorry, you don't have to have a homegrown youth bought through from the under-19s, but you do have to name one less substitute if you do.
Yes, that's correct. Yeah.
Interesting point though. Thanks, Pete, for that one. Yeah.
I think somebody called Chris Pugh is trying to pick a fight on it with us.
Why?
He's
Who's
saying it regards Sky, with none of us having a subscription.
I've got no Sky
He
subscription.
says, but you watch it down the pub.
I have to because I'm working.
Yeah.
Convenient.
Right.
I'm trying to think of an excuse for me.
I work in the pub, so
beer.
it's like on the big screen in front of me. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
So Stephen Cahill agrees with my point here that he saw the first goal late. It certainly seemed it. Yeah, I'd say there was 3 or 4 bodies in his way. It was one of those goals like if you were playing FIFA and it kind of went past you, you'd be a bit annoyed. But it's because it just kind of trickled in, didn't it? It wasn't hit with any. It wasn't right in the bottom corner.
No.
He must have just seen it late.
Yeah. Mike Kaywood, hi from Australia. Keep right on. Welcome to the Tilton Talk Show from Australia.
I saw earlier somebody from New Zealand as well,
we have
so-
quite a few from Australia, don't
Australia,
we?
New Zealand, yeah.
The world famous Tilton Talk Show.
The world famous Tilton Talk Show. We do, of course, go all around the world, and it is available on podcasts, etc. afterwards.
Podcast, tune
And
in.
of course, we'll possibly, with your help, of course, out there, be nominated in the Football Podcast Awards for this year. Let's just hope that Potty Mouth isn't there, eh?
You know you like him.
Dear. Carl Hill's saying he's got Gary Bowyer wasn't sacked. I don't know. I only heard on the radio on the way down.
By the way, I never actually got a chance to thank everyone for voting me Tilton Talk Guest Host of the Year.
Yes.
Thank you very much for your votes, everyone.
That should have been very first on your list, Sam.
I
to be
know,
honest
I've
with you.
completely
You are
forgot.
not going to get voted in this year. You do know that now, don't
We didn't vote you. We didn't think you were good enough. But,
you? We put your name in that 3 times.
I'll put it on my CV.
David Davis out for a couple of months. I think he'll be out a lot longer than that.
Yeah, just a bit.
After
Looking at his
operation,
cast on
Isaac Vassell, a
Saturday.
month away, and may not seen player after a cruciate ligament, of course. Anterior cruciate ligament.
Well, as far as I was saying earlier, is he going to be the same player?
Yeah, it is difficult because
Yeah.
I had that injury myself when I was young. That's an interesting fact for you. You didn't know that, did you?
What's that, sorry?
I had a ligament issue when I was young,
Right, okay.
and I've never been the same since.
Yeah.
I started drinking.
Matty's just said something about the BHST that we're going to.
Of course, yes, that's on my
talk
list.
about.
That is on my list.
We're going to talk about that.
We certainly are. We certainly are. Actually, what we'll do is we'll do it now because what we've decided to do on the Tilton Talk Show every single month. If you're involved in a charity out there, every single month we are going
Or a
to
cause.
nominate or a cause or a charity or anything similar. We're going to nominate one, and we're going to absolutely
Every
Promote.
week.
promote it, and
Promote
get
it,
as much
yeah.
help in for that cause. So this month is of course BHST, which is Birmingham Homeless Support Trust. Great team of people, wonderful work that they're doing. But at the moment, as you can see, what the weather's like, they desperately need water, clothes, light clothes. Don't forget, this weather isn't going to last forever. Winter will be coming. It's not that far away now that football season started. Anything that you can do for the BHST, the Birmingham Homeless Support team, will be most gratefully accepted and appreciated by those people who unfortunately find themselves living out on the streets. Now, you can also drop stuff off at the Conservative Club. What a wonderful group of people they are. I took a couple of bags, four or so bags up the other day, and the girl behind the bar, absolutely so helpful. Oh yeah, brilliant! But she invited me in for a drink. Unfortunately, I've got to get back for
Lovely
work.
people.
Where is
Very,
the
very nice. That's
where
the
is the Birmingham
Conservative
Conservative Club?
In Chelmsley Wood. The Conservative Club in Chelmsley Wood. Please take anything that you can there. But at the moment, of course, with this weather and the situation that the country finds itself in, it's bottled water, clothes, shoes, sanitary products, and toiletries.
There's a list running at the bottom of the screen if anybody wants to have a look.
There we go.
Everything
Sleeping
they
bags,
need is on
blankets,
the-
coats,
yeah.
jackets, jumpers, joggers, jeans, you name it. If you can bag it and get it to the Conservative Club, or get in touch with any of the BHST team, they do have a page on Facebook. Please join it, and let's do what we can for these guys who work relentlessly to help people certainly less fortunate than ourselves.
They've also got a PayPal address up, so if you catch that PayPal address, because I mean, £5 PayPal will buy a lot of water.
A lot of water.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of
I mean,
water.
I've just bought them
Yeah.
2 for £2 from the garage.
Yeah.
Right. Two for
Big
£2.
bottles, yeah.
And when you're sitting outside in, I mean, we had probably one of the coldest snaps of the winter that we had. But when you sat outside, then you need a drink. Where do you go? Where do you go to get it? Really, well, it upsets me, to be honest with you. Anyway. So BHST, there you go. Can you help? If you can, please do.
On the subject of help, before
Yeah.
we move on, our friend Tracy Hemming and Wendy
Well,
Mills.
I've got the whole letter
You've got
here.
that
I've got that. I was
okay,
going to do that in
good
the last
stuff, yeah,
half
okay.
hour, if that's all right
Good
with you.
stuff, yeah.
I really ought to run the format through with you before we start.
Yeah,
this, you know,
yeah.
We're so amateur, Chris. It's untrue. It's like it's not like we've been doing this 8 years, is it?
Rehearsals, it didn't go up this. Didn't go as bad as this.
The what? Sorry.
Rehearsals didn't go as bad as this.
The rehearsals
Yeah.
didn't go bad. No.
Oh no, you weren't there, were you?
No, I'm sorry. I thought you meant the World Cup special.
No,
one.
for here.
Oh, you did a rehearsal.
Yeah.
When?
Well, before you came, obviously.
All right. Okay. Did that go all right? What did you do? Just talk to yourself?
Yeah,
Oh, we got another one.
I got him.
Yeah, and somebody just told me that no, Nick Vivi's one is for now, not for Christmas. Oh.
Bosworth Drive Club is on.
And Stephen Gill is saying Andoy has been linked with the Club Angers in France.
No, I think
is that how you pronounce it?
I think it's Angers.
Angers. Oh, how French. Angers.
Angers.
I like Angers, it sounds
Angers.
Le Poisson Rouge, le Livre Fenêtre.
Yeah, Alan Minute said Hotter, everyone has a bad quiet game. Would you have said that after the Fulham game, having set up 2 goals to keep us up?
No, absolutely not. But all I said is that he had a quiet game and Monk made the change to bring him off. Which when someone has a quiet game, you don't begrudge that of someone, do you? Hotter's not going to be fantastic every single game of the season. No one is really. Everyone has an off day. Viv come on, got the goal. No complaints.
No complaints, right. Dennis wants to know what challenges are we setting Mr. Fun this season. Ooh, it's going to be interesting. What we could do is we could ask you, lovely people out there, to set some challenges for us.
No, don't.
As he's not here tonight, and he's probably listening from the States somewhere, he's probably just fell off his stool in the bar. What challenges could we get Mr. Fun to complete this year?
You could learn the drums.
Well, no, we would do something for charity.
It's got to be pretty, not too stupid, yeah.
Yeah, stupid, ridiculously stupid. I want ridiculous. The bungee jump was ridiculously stupid. But I want to top that. I want something that we can set Mr. Fun up in and raise some money either for one of our chosen charities or, of course, our overall chosen charity, which is the Birmingham Children's Hospital.
Of course, yeah.
Okay.
This is the funniest one. Isn't this show rehearsed every week? Exclamation mark. From Kevin Dan. Of course, yeah.
Do you? Love it. I love it. Go on.
First Mr. Fun challenge is to pretend to be a TV. He's doing a grand job so far.
To pretend to be?
Pretend to be a TV.
Oh, yeah. There he is in the corner. Can you put his name under it, please? Can you?
I can do, yeah.
Right, okay. Dave Twine saying Gary Bowler resigns as Blackpool manager.
Yeah, due to the Oystons, apparently.
Yeah.
By the way, do any of you know what? Because a few people are commenting about Butland here, because it's come out on Sky Sports again today that if Courtois leaves Chelsea, Butland is their number 1 target. I keep hearing it's 15%, 20%, but I've also heard 25% of the profit that we get of the transfer. Does anyone actually know what the actual figure is?
It's a fair whack, isn't it, really?
No.
Yeah, let us know.
Steve Portman says, do you... why does this do this? It flicks up and down like an idiot. Why can't you just sit still?
Why are you looking for that?
Yeah, do you remember Stockdale fractions and last season and there were rumours of him causing trouble behind the scenes? It seems more believable now.
Who's this?
Stockdale.
Yeah, possibly.
Well, he's certainly not in the squad, is he?
No.
Simon Ford, I think it won't be a bad season for us, really, if we get the best out of the players, use the young talent. If Butland's sold, use the money for balancing the books.
Well, this is the
There has got to be an element of balancing the books
Yeah,
this
of
season
course
as well.
it has,
You've got to be very, very, very careful.
But it's like, I was having this this discussion with a mate of mine who supports them over the other end of the city, and he was basically saying like, how come we haven't got a transfer embargo and all this kind of stuff? And I think people...
Because it works on 3 years.
Yeah, it's a 3-year cycle. So as it currently stands, the Villa are protected by their final year in the Premier League under the current 3-year cycle. It's only at the end of this season that's just started that Villa will fail financial fair play.
Watch the rules change before the end of the season.
Wouldn't be surprising, would it?
Watch the rules change before the end of the season.
Because
I've said it on the first Tilton Talk show of season 8, right? And I hope that I won't be saying it again.
But it's like Sheffield Wednesday, another team that have invested really heavily these last few years. I haven't spent a penny this summer. I think there could be a team that's struggling. QPR have been hit with it. I don't know how Derby keep getting away with it. How did Derby keep getting away with it?
Well, thanks Ian Lomas. The Conservative Club is on Bosworth Drive in Chelmsford Wood, so there you go. The Bosworth
Well,
Drive.
Adrian's just asked if Almagier can tell us what percentage we've got on the Butland deal.
Well, obviously you can.
Probably. No, he's got a few contacts in there.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mr. Pugh. Oh, he's a good lad, isn't he? He's working so hard out there in the States,
We've got
isn't
a
he?
good challenge here for,
Would you-
for Mr. Pugh as well.
Oh, go on. We'll do that one first.
Mr. Fun challenge. Can he serve a pint faster than fast pay? And he can take the money. And can he take the money for it? That's from Paul Gill.
To work behind the bar for one game at St Andrews.
And a great call here from Steve Portman. Iceland, 24 bottles of water for about £2.50. Ah, that is brilliant. Nice one, mate. Thank
Nice.
you. Thank you.
Who saw the Baggies boiler?
Sorry?
Who saw
Oh
the
God,
Baggies
yeah!
boiler?
Did you see that?
The mascot.
No?
The new mascot for the Baggies.
The new West Brom the West Brom mascot is a boiler,
It's a boiler.
like one that's in your
combi
kitchen
boiler.
to warm up your water.
I'm just...
I know. What can you say?
No words. No words.
It'd be like our mascot changing from Bo Brummie to a football accumulator slip because we're sponsored by 888.
And that's another challenge
Or a
for
bookies.
Dave.
Yeah,
The shed.
yeah.
The shed will come back out again. Chris Pugh, little update on the Blues ladies. Latest is Lucy Stainforth and Chloe Arthur have signed from Sunderland and Bristol respectively, and Jess Carter has left for Chelsea in the main transfer out. League campaign starts back in September. The big B6 derby fixture in the Continental Cup at the end of August at home. I take it when he's saying at home, I take it that's Solihull Moors at home.
Yes.
Yeah,
You're the
rather
same
than
as
St Andrews. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. So thanks for that, Chris. Your latest update there, all the way from the United States of America. Yeah.
Pete Taylor says apparently Almajar can tell me what I'm having for dinner tomorrow.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Can Chris Pugh beat that?
And it would be lovely for him to share the lottery numbers for Wednesday night as well, wouldn't it?
Simon Ford says Salon Doy, if Butland goes, we'll get 15%? Question mark. If that's right, we can use that money to ease some of our problems.
The thing is,
and it's
right,
got to be a season of doing that. We've got to consolidate these
Yeah.
finances now.
I mean, with this like selling Undoy, who's going to pay him £37,000 a week?
Right.
I've just saw something.
It's
about
madness.
Undoy
No
for
one's going to
Chelsea.
pay him that. The best you can absolutely hope for with Undoy is that someone takes him off our books, but we contribute towards, because he's not going to leave and take a pay cut, is he? If you're on £37,000 a
it's
week,
like Kevin Kelly said, and Doy come from Angers. It's going to be called Angers from me from now on, right?
yeah.
And won the French Cup with them. If he goes there, we'll still need to subsidise his wages.
Yeah, of course it would. It's not exactly. I don't think they're like a bottom half League One side over there, aren't they?
Kevin Damon suggesting a walk from Hinckley to St Andrews.
Yeah, I'll do that. Paul Lippy says
Forget
apparently
that.
got a bit heated at the Hawthorns after the game.
At the where, sorry?
At the Hawthorns.
But,
Got a bit heated.
oh dear.
Come on, Nick.
All right.
That's a good one. I got that one straight away.
Did you?
Yeah, it was a good one.
You're younger than me, though, aren't you?
Yeah.
Your mind works kind of different.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Mr. Fun Challenge, find him somewhere to swim with sharks. I think that's a good one.
Yeah, that's
It depends what kind of sharks, though. Because
Well,
you
one's
can
a
get
bite.
sharks in
We'd
your
have to
fish tank.
pay for him to go to-
I have actually swum with sharks.
And me
And
in
me.
Florida.
But
Yes.
that's
No, we're only
well,
that big.
then we have to pay for him to go back to Florida, though.
Dizzy penalties. There you go. Steve Smith, dizzy penalties.
Dizzy.
Get him to take some dizzy penalties.
Oh, yes.
Against Dan again.
Oh, dear me, dear me. Cycle to St Andrews from Hinckley. Oh, Matty says Mr. Fun Challenge come out with a BHST team. That will be taken
Oh, yeah,
up.
good. Yeah,
I tell you
I'm
what.
going
I
out
tell you
with
what. Tell you what. Tell you what. Tell you what.
Yeah.
We'll all do it.
Yes, definitely.
We'll all do it.
What's that?
Go out with the BHST team, handing out packages for the homeless.
It's normally on a Tuesday, I believe. So, yeah.
Matty, I tell you what, talk to us after the show, and that is something that the Tilton Talk Show will do. We'll bring a
we'll do it,
roving
yeah.
microphone with us,
Yeah.
not specifically to interview the people who are, in this misfortunate position, but so that we
To
can
show
come
what
back
they do, what they
and
do
show
when
you
they
what
go
you
in.
do and advertise the bejesus out of it for you.
Yeah.
Am I allowed to say bejesus? Is that
I-
acceptable
I
word?
don't think it's frowned upon, is it?
Is it? No.
No, I think you're okay.
Right. Okay. Right. I had contact with a wonderful lady. What was her name?
Tracy.
Wendy.
Wendy Mills?
Wendy Mills.
Wendy Mills, yeah.
Wendy Mills.
Lovely lady.
Lovely lady. And she wrote to me And this is the exact words that she wrote. Good evening, Nick. Thank you for your reply via Facebook. I wondered if you could help us out. We are 10 Blues ladies. That's not Blues ladies players, because it's now Blues women, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
We are 10 Blues ladies who have all met through Birmingham City Football Club. However, one of our ladies was diagnosed with breast cancer a few months back. Mandy is 49 years old, and luckily it was picked up through her very first mammogram. We all met through Birmingham City Awards in 2017. We were just talking through Facebook, and it was put out there about attending the evening. We met up once before at the George pub next to St Andrews, and the next we saw of each other was when we booked into a hotel in Birmingham on Awards Day. We have spoken to Birmingham City Football Club, think the lady was Claire, and we decided as the group would like to do a calendar girls style calendar. Can we have Mr. Fun on it? It's a challenge. In a wig. But blues related, as we wanted to put awareness out there for all our fans and ladies and gents alike. Mandy had her first lumpectomy, but it had to be redone, so at the beginning of June she went for a second operation. She has had a further bit taken away, as well as quite after lymph nodes. That too were found to contain cancer. We're asked if we can have help of some gents. Mr. Monk from the first team. We're trying to get hold of the photographer from Blues, Roy ?
Yeah,
One of the other ladies trying to help is Tracy Hemming. She knows him quite well. We are then going to speak to Tilton Talk Radio to put it out there if anyone is in the printing business, where they may be able to help to get a better deal. We just want to spread the word of how important it is to both sexes, as men too can suffer from this dreadful disease. And I can tell you, ladies and gentlemen, I've had a mammogram. There you go. That's something else you didn't know. I was very fortunate that mine came back negative. Okay. I have said to Mandy I will do a sponsored hair shave sometime next summer to raise money for her, and I do hope you don't mind me asking you for help. I can be contacted on email, blah blah blah. I work in a call centre, so best time to contact me on mobile is Monday, Tuesday, Thursday mornings up until 12:30. My number is blah 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 blah. Look forward to hearing from you soon. Kind regards, Wendy Mills and Tracy Hemming. So do we have anybody out there in the printing business? In the printing business where we could get this off the ground and get these ladies photographed. So we need a photographer and a printer.
So in a nutshell, we've got a lot of lovely ladies who are going to get the boobs out.
They're going to get pretty much naked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But Birmingham City related. So what could be better?
That's great.
Chris Pugh is currently on the way to from San Francisco to LA.
Nice.
That's a song, isn't it? From San Francisco to LA.
That's New York, that is. From New York to LA.
No, that's New York to LA.
So yeah, I know the song.
Okay, enjoy your journey, Chris. Be safe, whatever you do, and get back to us as soon as you can.
When's his next show?
He's about another 3 weeks away, isn't he, Chris?
2, I think.
2.
Yeah.
2 more shows away. Two. So we'll be on the third one.
Right.
Yeah.
And next week our guest is
It's Paul Devlin next
Paul
week.
Devlin. So listening for that one next week, Paul Devlin. Devs is doing some charity work as well.
Yes.
So we'll catch up with that next week, and I'm sure we'll have a great crack with Devs.
Oh, yeah.
And then the week after that, we have... Or don't we have?
We're not sure yet.
We're not sure yet.
We're not sure yet. We're not sure
See how it all runs so smoothly here,
We're
Kyle.
not sure yet.
Adrian Howell says, can Almagier tell us what the percentage is on the Butland sale?
Adrian's also offered to help regarding printing.
Sorry?
Adrian's also offered to help regarding printing.
Adrian Howell?
Yeah, he says, I'm sure Suki might be able to help. I'll have a word. He's done a
Okay,
lot of
thanks,
printing
Adrian, for that.
me,
Nice
so
one.
there you
Nice
go.
one.
Steve
See-
Saney, printer. Of course, Steve Saney.
Oh,
Yes.
cool. Steve Zaney printer.
Oh,
Yeah, what do
Yeah.
we think of that one?
there you go.
Mr. Fun Challenge, 100 metres race with Undoy. That would be brilliant. That would be brilliant. Oh, dear. Mr. Fun's Challenge, put the baggy's boiler costume on. Was it really a boiler? A boiler?
Yes.
I've got to look at this when I get home.
Honestly, it's madness. It's
I've just heard that it was.
what was their
it
mascot before?
I don't know. I think it was just. I think this was just from a sponsor. I don't think it was their actual.
Right.
It wasn't because they wouldn't know. We wouldn't change Baggy Bird, would they? For
No,
boiler.
I mean, to be fair, how low do you go? But like, you've only just got relegated from the Premier League, and you're already
Yeah.
standing out for a boiler mascot.
Yeah, as Paul Gill says, it's the sponsor's mascot, not the Albion's.
Yeah.
So that we've kind of pretty much guessed that. But to have a boiler running around the pitch is...
It's a bit
Yeah.
silly.
The baggies boil along.
They got to expect a bit of banter for that, no?
Yeah.
Of course
Yeah.
they have.
I wonder if it's corgi registered. Oh, come on.
That's a good one as well.
So anybody that can help Wendy and Tracy on this project really would appreciate it if you get in touch either with Chris Brown, with myself, or with the show through the Tilton Talk page. And if you're not on the Tilton Talk page, just go and add yourself to it. There you go. Add yourself to it. It's called Tilton Talk.
Easy enough.
Who won the T-shirt over the weekend?
The person who won the T-shirt over the weekend was... I'll tell you in 2 seconds.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Because I only sent it off today as well, so yeah, I'll have a look in a second. His
Okay,
name-
now I'd like to just give a little bit
David
of
Jevons.
Who?
David Jevons.
David Jevons. What did he actually guess to, obviously?
Yes, he got the gate within, I think it was about 130 off.
Yeah, that's a pretty good guess.
Wow.
Pretty
Really
good guess.
Fair to him.
Really good.
See, I was looking at, a lot of them were saying sort of 19,000, and I
Yeah.
thought, no, it's going to be a bit higher than that. So I
Yeah,
went about 21 and a half, I think I did,
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
So for me, when you're getting the attendance, you also need to factor in the away fans as well, whether they're going to bring good numbers or not.
Yeah.
They did bring a good number.
Yeah, they did.
That's good.
I think I bought about
Quite
two.
loud as
They
well.
must have bought about 2.5 to 3.
First game of the season.
Yeah.
You know, we'd have done the same, wouldn't we? Going to
Of
Norwich.
course you would.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, so there you go.
There you go. Most.
Oh, well, thank you, Andrew Cave. Thank you for that. Thank you for that picture, Andrew Cave. New
Pat.
mascot is man dressed as boiler.
Pat hasn't had her stuff yet.
Pat hasn't what?
Pat hasn't had her stuff yet. So
Really?
you need to come down and down the sit down the office and have a look and
What
see what
afterwards?
she wants. The stuff that she won from last season. I just haven't got it out to her yet.
Oh right.
So
So you failed. So you are as bad as the
I keep
England football
forgetting.
team
I'll get some stuff up for next week.
next week.
here,
Yes,
and you take it back.
because I shall be seeing her shortly. My brother's coming over from New Zealand,
Right. Okay.
and we're all having a bit of a meet.
Sorry, Steve Mary's just commented asking about how to pay towards the homeless charity.
Okay. If he looks on the bottom of the screen,
That red line.
yeah, it should come up after this bit, and it'll tell you exactly. I think it's at the beginning of the
Chris Pugh says he's worried that he's upset Stephen Cale at some point. I don't think I've really, made to be fair. And Steve says, not at all, Mr. Fun. I'm sure you get home in pledges for BCH, though.
got
Renaming our stadium and training ground, we are now going to be called the Trillion Talk Show. The Trillion Talk Show. Well, I think it's only fitting. It would be a nice tribute to them, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Trillion Trophies Talk Show. Does that
The Trillion Tilton Talk.
does that bother you? A name change like
No,
that?
no.
Me. Doesn't bother me in the slightest. Does it bother you, Chris Brown?
No.
No.
We know what it's called. Doesn't matter to us.
Here's the PayPal. It's paypal.me/helping Brums homeless. So that's as long as you remember helping Brums homeless. There you go.
Is that something you could
That's the
copy and
PayPal.
paste?
Yeah, if I'm quick
Okay.
enough, I'll do it on. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
thanks.
I also need to quickly say well done to the lads at Excessi Blues. What a fantastic
Absolutely.
job they do.
Do you know what? That was my next.
Yeah.
Twice he's butted in
Oh,
tonight.
well, sorry, I'm going to shut up.
You know, you're supposed to be on buttons.
Yeah.
What a wonderful job the guys at Excessi Blues do. A tremendous job. I am going to tell you now, right, that I forfeited the game on Saturday because I was decorating a very disabled man's house, and I didn't have it in my conscience to leave him over the weekend with it upside down. He's very wheelchair bound, can't do anything for himself. His wife does pretty much everything for him, bless her, lovely lady. And I just made that decision to go and get him sorted out. So yeah, sometimes you've got to do these
Of course
things.
you do.
So I did miss the game. I didn't want to miss the game. Right, I was right up for it, but I did say that the work that I was going to do would take 4 days, and it took 4 days.
Yeah.
And I started it Thursday, and I just couldn't bring myself to leave it. Couldn't over the weekend and then go back like Monday, Tuesday, because that would have been like 2, 4, 6 days. Then,
Yeah,
wouldn't it?
of course
That
it
was
would,
really
yeah.
hard to add up. That was.
No.
That was really difficult. That was difficult for me. You don't understand. You don't understand. Matty says, brilliant, we'll sort something out. Excellent, wonderful. Thank you for that, Matty. Do that.
What, this weekend?
No, we'll sort something out about going.
No,
out,
I mean
BHST.
the game this weekend, Middlesbrough away.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be an hard one. Middlesbrough just lost a player today, haven't they?
Yeah, has Troy already gone?
Yeah, I think.
I need to take him out of the dream team.
It's pretty much a done deal.
Yeah.
To the Wolves. I think they're welcome to him, and I suppose them rat bags up the road will get a little bit of money out of it, about £4.50 or something.
Probably. But then again, they've just had a bid accepted for Bristol City left back Joe Bryan, who we were trying to get last summer, from what I've heard.
Who, sorry?
Them not down the road.
Yeah.
I've just had a bid accepted for Joe Bryan from Bristol City.
Yes, I heard that earlier, but I don't want to talk about him.
No.
John Terrell is not in the squad today for Hull. Would have him back at a heartbeat. He won't be on silly money too, probably 10 to 15k from Luke Griffiths. John Terrell, yeah, he didn't shine, did he?
He was again. He was one of those. But in his games, he looked quality. But then in other games, he went very missing and just didn't really get involved. But you've also got to look at the fact that these last three. Well, this will be his third season now where he hasn't been at the Blues.
Yeah.
And his previous two now he ain't done much at all. And I think he was on loan in La Liga the season before that, if memory serves me right. So it's just, how much do you pay for him? How do you afford him? Because again, we're seriously restricted in regards to who we can and can't bring in at the moment. The best. I mean, the fact we've got Omar Bogle in is, well, looking like we're getting Omar Bogle in is kind of stretching it, I'd imagine, on that scale. And the best I was thinking we were going to get in this window was some youngsters from some Premier League sides, which isn't a bad thing, because they're hungry to prove themselves. Yeah,
hungry players.
Ian Clayton says, "Hi Nick and Chris, a burger for £4.80 PSHH, £4.80.
Yeah.
That's a lot for a burger. That's an awful lot. That's about
right. Yeah,
is that a Blues price?
That's about right. Yeah.
Mick Greaves, I ate Villa more than you know. You don't."
Ian also says thoughts are with Thomas and hoping for a full recovery, and people are asking me, how is Thomas? I just don't know, and I think maybe we should.
I think that's just something we need to leave to the family.
Just leave alone.
Leave to the family, and then if the family wish to make any announcements,
we are here whenever he wants to.
Oh God,
come back. And
we're all rooting for him. We're all behind him,
and
he is one of us after all. And get well soon, mate. Get well soon.
Absolutely.
Get well soon. Difficult.
Is anyone up for a Tilton Talk Trillium Trophy show deadline day special?
Well, Mr. Fun will be, won't he?
He's not going to be back in time, is he?
Oh
yeah, it was this Thursday.
Yeah. It's this Thursday.
Yeah.
I won't be able to do it.
Sam?
I potentially could. Because I have a nice little Monday to Friday job now, and I'll finish at 4.
Ooh, there we go,
the window shuts at 5, and you need to get down to the training ground.
Oh, I got no hope.
No hope.
Dennis will pay for a taxi.
I don't drive.
Oh, right. No, Dennis will pay for a taxi.
Would I?
Oh God, yeah.
I could get down there.
He's loaded.
Does Dennis want to be our sponsor then?
I mean, obviously he's from
we want to move
Hinkley,
studios.
not from Birmingham.
No, it don't matter. He won't mind. He won't mind.
We'll speak about it anyway, but watch this space. We'll see what's going on.
There you go. Did see a message from my sister, but I can't find it again now.
Good morning.
This is really still not had my
well.
goodies from last year. Okay, we've dealt with that. Yeah. I can't believe that.
You're going to get some glasses. You're going to get some glasses. Are you going to
I've been
these
right. Here we go. Here's the truth. Right. I've been for an eye test today, and my new glasses will be here next Monday.
Oh, for the new show.
I've 2 new pairs of glasses next week. One for driving,
Brilliant.
one for reading. And they'll be here next Monday. My appointment is at...
Specsavers?
I can't read it.
Classic. Because you are blind as a bat, aren't you, really?
Sorry?
Because you are blind. You're deaf as well. You are blind as a bat, aren't you?
Yeah, terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible. And I do have serious tinnitus as well.
Yeah.
I should just be shot or put down or something.
You're on the downward spiral, really.
Sorry?
You're on the downward spiral.
Very much so, Christopher.
It's sign bloody language.
I can do that.
Yeah.
I
Can you?
Yeah.
Can you do this one?
Yes, I can do that one.
Like that one?
I can certainly do that one.
So I've just found out I've got to have my gallbladder out.
Oh, you saw that?
Yeah, I've got to have that out 22nd of September. I've got to miss Leeds away. I wanted to go to that as well.
Matty P, BCFC, if Wendy or Tracy could inbox me, I might be able to sort out some printing for you. Yippity-doo, top man, top man, top man. Glad you enjoyed last Wednesday with Tessie Blues at Disabled Meeting. Chris Brown, tell us all about it.
I've just been talking about it.
The actual meeting?
Yeah.
What happened in the meeting?
Well, basically, there was a lot of people in a meeting talking about it.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's great.
No, they do a great job, honestly.
Absolutely brilliant.
Fantastic job, yeah. Steve Portman, he's the chairman, and I think Adrian's the vice chairman.
Is Adrian happy with the? Yeah,
He's never happy.
He's never happy. I know he's never happy.
happy.
But is he happy and contented with the facilities at Birmingham City Football Club for our disabled supporters? There's a question, Adrian. If you could answer that one.
For Adrian
Of course, Adrian's got to answer. I've just posed him the question, and I'm sure he'll come back to me very shortly.
I've got a good idea what he's probably going to say, and there'll be a few expletives after it, probably.
No expletives. It's a Tilton Talk Show. We don't do expletives on the Tilton Talk Show. We've only ever had 2 accidents in the 8 years that we've done it, which is pretty good. Mm-hmm. It's pretty good.
Not one of them from me.
Yeah, right, okay, so Middlesbrough. Right,
yeah.
Go on. You really want to talk football.
My prediction for Middlesbrough. I'm feeling in for Mr. Fun. I'll go for a 2-0 Middlesbrough win.
Yeah, I'm going 2-1.
Really?
Yeah, I can't see us getting anything.
No.
Tony Pugh aside, lock the back doors. You know what he's like. Okay, come on then. Your prediction.
Okay. Log this. Log it.
We're logging it. I'm
going to go for a 1-0 last minute win. Away win. Blues.
So Birmingham City are going to beat Middlesbrough 1-0.
1-0 away.
Last minute goal.
Last minute, yeah.
Okay. I mean, I'll take it.
Okay.
Don't get
Thank
me wrong.
you, Mrs.
I'll
Brown.
take it. I'll take it.
Remember that?
We'll remember it. We heard it here first. Chris Brown is predicting 1-0 to Birmingham City.
Yep.
Let's have your predictions out there, please. You'll read them probably faster than I will because my computer's about an hour behind yours.
Ian says 1-1
mine's on.
Middlesbrough.
Yeah.
2-1 Blues. Andrew Cave.
Dennis wants to know what he's
3-2.
been forwarded for. Should we tell him now, or should we wait till the invoice comes in?
Who's
Dennis
this?
wants to know what he's been forwarded for. Dennis.
To sponsor. No. I'll tell him
Wait till the
now.
invoice comes in and we'll send it.
The invoice is in the post anyway.
Oh, right, okay, it's gone.
What you're going to do, Dennis, is you're going to pay for a new studio for us.
I wasn't about a taxi.
Oh right, yeah, okay. Well, I'm going for the big one. All we need is a new studio, bigger facilities, so that we can produce better and do things.
People.
Yeah. And you're also paying for a taxi for Sam to get down to the training ground on
Potentially.
Friday.
I'd need to have a look at it, see if I can make it.
Yeah.
So Dennis Bohemia, you know him, do you?
I've got him on my Facebook.
If he's on your book
Yeah,
face,
yeah.
then
He's a bit of a prat, but
he's all right. He's a nice prat.
Yeah.
Nice prat.
There you go.
Pat Begley, deadline special, yes please. You know the routine, you know the format.
Yeah.
You know you've got to get the interview through the car window.
I'll try my best.
All right, okay. What you got to do is, and then we'll play your video against Mr. Fun's video from the Harry.
Yeah, but he had
event.
the advantage of having Harry Redknapp. I've got the
You've
advantage
got to
of a
up your
transfer
game then.
embargo.
You've got to up your game. You've got to up your game. That's all about good reporting.
I was
And
going to have a kickabout with the fans outside the ground.
Stuart Bailey wins Vassell back in the first team picture. As far as we know, Stuart, he's about a month away.
Yes,
About a
Vassell,
month
yeah.
away. About a month away, but don't expect absolute miracles from him. When he gets back, the injury that he had was absolutely horrendous. Well, he was took out, wasn't he? Mm-hmm. He was took out on purpose.
As promised, Adrian Howell? No. Certainly not happy, Nick. It was a thing raised with the club staff and owners, also raised via potential sponsors and grants.
Can you read that again? Because I missed the last bit, sorry. If you
Glasses
use your
on.
voice and project it
Glasses on.
and use it as in a...
Certainly not happy, Nick.
Right,
Certainly not happy.
thank
yeah.
you.
It was a thing raised with the club staff and owners, also raised via potential sponsors and grants, or as we say in Birmingham, grants.
Grants. Angers. Oh, right, okay, so
There you go.
it's Angers all round then tonight.
Oh, big happy birthday to Charlie Govler.
Happy birthday, Charlie. How are you? Lee Hendry impersonating a boiler on Sky Sports from Paul Hipkiss. Brilliant. And for the last 15 minutes, could we have anything to do with plumbing and football? Plumbing and football for the last 15 minutes. Again, you'll have to catch up on them, Chris, because my comments are going so much further behind than yours are.
David Curry, all the way from Florida, says 1-1.
Thank you, David Curry, and thank you for listening all the way from Florida. I think that's our first Floridian listener.
Probably, yeah.
I think
yeah.
we've had New York, haven't we?
Until I'm going over there.
New York and da.
Although looking at the podcast demographics, I mean,
That's incredible.
We have places I've never heard of.
I know.
Like in
Badang Bong.
in Indochina and things like that. Burma and amazing.
Have they fixed the leaky roof in the Gilmerick stand? Yes, they've done it with a flag. They've put the flag over the top.
the big flag.
No, not according. Here we go. TTTTSDS now, Dennis. Here we go. The Tilton Talk, Trillion Trophies, Tilton Talk Show, Deadline Special Pete Taylor. That is absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Andrew Cave's going 2-1 Blues. 3-2 to Blues from Bilal.
You gotta love the optimism, haven't you?
Steve K 1-1. Adama is going.
Mm-hmm. I need to take him out of my dream team.
Andy Callum's gone 1-1. Scorer, Mrs. Brown. Paul Gill.
I'll go a bit left wingish. Well, not left wingish, but I'll go a bit left field. I'll go for Yotta.
Hotter.
Yeah.
Dave Twine. Yes, I did see this earlier. Thanks for this one, buddy. I left that off my list earlier. Bournemouth's Conor Mahoney has been at West Hills today, working on a loan move.
That won't be a bad signing. He's a winger.
Yeah.
I mean, if anything, it's one place we are kind of short in the team in regards to depth, isn't it? Like you got Hutter and Magoma and Viv, but by that you're struggling for
Mags
wingers in the side.
Didn't he?
Who's it? Sorry.
Mags.
Yeah, well, Mags is quality.
Yeah.
He's top class.
Maureen Minute. What's the odds? 0-1, 2-0 to Borough from Chris Pugh. Who invited him on?
That's why I said 2-0.
I can't honestly see us winning that one. I can't see us. I mean, if you do, you walk away from that one very, very happy, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When did we last beat Middlesbrough away? Is asking Paul Hipkiss. I don't know the answer to that question.
Good question.
If anybody does, please.
Maybe in the Premier League years, but I can't think of one off the top of my head. I went up there a couple of years ago and we faced them in December and it was 0-0. We literally took about 500 fans. It was freezing.
My sister Pat's going 1-1.
Horrible place.
Yeah.
Stuart Bailey Bluesborough draw. Where are we? God, this thing's all over the place.
And Matthew's got it spot on. He says, up the ante, Nick. Studio facilities and a corporate box at St Andrews. Wouldn't we like?
Cheers, Dennis.
Yeah, please forward to Dennis Bohemia at
Facebook.com.
Yeah, Facebook.
I wouldn't like a box, I'll be honest with you. I don't mind just the odd one.
No,
once.
just for the studio.
Huh?
Have it just for the studio. Be okay, wouldn't it?
Just a studio, just a really decent studio. I mean, because this new look, okay.
Big box.
You know, it's all good, but we need space. We need more space. To put more memorabilia and more things and have the T-shirts in where we are so we can actually bag them up and send them off to our unhappy listeners straight away rather than sit.
Chris Pugh has to be sacked.
Proper green room.
Dave Curry 1-1 all the way from Florida. Kev Smith 1-1. Gene Payne 1-1. There's a lot of 1-1s going around, then.
I think it's one of those with some Blues fans, like if they think deep down we may lose, they'll say, but we may get a point.
And going back to Excessive Blues, Steve Portman says we have a toilet just about.
Yeah.
There must have been another message from Adrian, but I can't see that one. So
regarding jokes and football, Dennis says he was wearing a boiler, but his team were lagging.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Anything to do with plumbing and football for the last 10 minutes of the show. Plumbing and football.
9 minutes. Sorry.
9 minutes?
You got to get that.
You're right. No, mine says 10.
No,
9 now. Plumbing and football. Anything else coming on? I'm surprised you lot haven't...
Have they washed the flag? It won't be right if they have.
It's self-washing. It's on top of the hole in the roof on the on the Gil Merrick stand. Of course, you won't remember back in the day when the
Yeah, the big flag that used to go around.
No. When the game had to be abandoned because the part of the roof blew off St Andrews.
No.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
when was that?
If you look into the main stand, right, you'll see some different coloured sections. Yeah.
You're on about the old
The old
stand,
main
yeah?
stand, the old
Okay,
main
yeah.
stand, you'll see some different coloured sections, and folks were underneath it, and the wind was that high that it ripped part of the roof off and was coming down on them, so the game had to be abandoned. I'm that old, I remember that.
This is incredible.
Kev Smith says, Sam, I would pick you up and drop you down and back on Thursday if needed, mate. I'm in Ashby, so not too far.
Brilliant. There you go.
Okay, so Kevin Stav Smith.
I mean, I have literally just checked the driving from where I work to the Trillion Trophy training complex.
The Trillion Trophy Tilton Talk Show deadline day special.
It's an hour 6 minutes according to my my map, which means we'll get there for just after the window closes.
And it's prime time as well, so people will be
Rush hour.
Rush hour.
I can give it a go, but I just
And
not
Wilson wants to know,
looking
does it
good.
count if Sam is the one leading out the car? Yeah. Listen, you produce your own bit there, mate.
Yeah.
If you can get there, you produce it, right? And then we'll play it. We'll play it live on next week's show. So don't put it on your Facebook. Send it to Chris.
Okay.
Right. Send it to Chris, and we'll
Don't
actually,
you want me to do like a live stream?
Oh yeah, of
Oh,
course.
no, we want a live stream. It's got to be a live stream.
Oh, it's got to be a live stream. Yeah,
It's
it's
Gotta
got to
be
be.
a live
Yeah,
stream.
yeah.
It's on the
Yeah.
Talk page.
All right.
So, yeah.
And
Just
Sure,
who was it that said
sure,
that? By the
Derby
way,
night.
Ash, I don't know Hinckley at all. I don't even know anyone in Hinckley. I'm a complete random in that area at the moment, so I don't even know where Ashby is. I know Birmingham. I like Birmingham. I miss Birmingham.
Dale is the lad in New York, isn't he? Dale McQuillian.
Yeah.
Chris Pugh says, I'm coming your way shortly. Dale will be in New York last week of August. Are you going to meet up, Chris? That would be very nice, because
that'd
I've
be
just
great.
met
Lee
Lee
Harris.
in Gran Canaria, and I think this should be a thing now. If you're
Right,
out on
the Australia
holiday,
gig.
if you're out on holiday anywhere, right, meet up with fellow Blue Noses.
I'm out in Florida from the 31st of October
There
to
you
the
go.
14th.
So if that
15th
gentleman in
of November.
Florida is either lives there or is still listening or is on
Yeah.
holiday for a very long time, then
I'm looking for anything to do.
Sam would love to meet up and go to the Red Lobster with you.
Just have a drink.
Got to go to Red Lobster in Florida.
I don't know anything. I just want to go shoot a gun. I want to go shooting.
Plumbing Associated
You can
comments.
do that. Join the army. You can do that there for free.
Yeah,
They'll even
but
pay you to do it.
I won't get shot at in the shooting range.
Matthew Revel positively will score 2 at least. May still draw 2-2.
So Adrian just said it's not worth it really, Sam. If Omar comes in, we can only sign 4 more.
Yeah, Bill Al says it'll be great to get to go back to Land Rover after 2 weeks off with a draw and a win. Come on, Blues, keep right on. It would be nice, wouldn't it? Mm-hmm. So I take it Land Rover on shutdown tonight, then, are they?
Must be.
They must have their summer closure.
That's
I know they're
brilliant,
closed
then.
down for.
I won't encounter all that traffic on the way home now.
No, you won't. No.
That's very nice. I might go up that way then.
Hope Villa go down the toilet, says Maureen.
Well, we all do,
that's
Maureen.
That's a plumbing comment.
Maureen, that's a given. If you're a Blue Nose, that's one of the things that you crave for in life.
Yeah,
isn't
absolutely.
It? Yeah,
And Richard in Miami says, I love the new studio.
it's great, Richard.
It's beautiful.
What a makeover we've had. I'm not allowed to stick my arms out, but we've had a makeover.
No, you can't move your arms. And Chris Pugh said, sack me.
Oh, sack him.
Yeah, he said, sack me.
Why would we want to do that?
We love him.
We love him to bits.
Not in a
We miss him.
non-sexual way.
Of course, obviously.
Okay.
Yes. And after all, he's our
Yeah.
person that we do all the bungee jumps and things with.
Right, who's gonna
Because
do
we're
the
too
bungee
old
jumps?
and frail and miserable to do them. We'll get Mr. Fun to do it, just so that we can just video his happy face while he's falling 150 feet on an elastic
Yeah.
rope. Seems to be a problem with the toilet. So, Steve, don't forget their K2's toilets as well, not just for disabled supporters. Okay, so I was a little bit surprised at that because you look at the disabled areas in St Andrews and they look pretty decent, don't they? But
Well, it's one of the things that I rave about when you go on the stadium tour is that their disabled areas are whereas most grounds, all their fans are based right on the front row. We've got some that are at the top of the Tilton, some that are kind of in the middle, and some that are at the front. Kind of a mix and match, really, isn't it? But I mean, I don't know. I haven't really noticed.
Can't remember the gentleman's name, but I've got to pay him credit. The guy who had his Gary Monk's face tattooed on his bum.
Yeah, Kevin, his name was.
Kev, yeah, that's right, yeah. And he actually went and met Gary at the open day. Gary signed it, and then he went and had that tattooed as well. He's had his signature tattooed.
So actually got his
well.
signature tattooed on it.
He went straight from the ground and went straight and had his signature tattooed. Yeah, brilliant. That's absolutely brilliant. Do you know what? The comedy that Birmingham City supporters give you is second to none. It's absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
And I think we're one of the only clubs that can do that.
Very few and far between. The Blues fan base has kind of stayed the same, really, hasn't it?
Paul Ipkiss, sorry. Ding the bell. You must have called me in a backseat. Backseat boiler.
I've got another one as well.
Yeah, go on.
Do you think we are going to tap into the transfer market?
Yeah, it's a pity with players like Undoy and Stockdale. Of course, they are a drain on our resources, aren't they?
Just a bit.
Did you get that one?
What's that?
The drain on our resources.
yeah.
The
I was
second
a
time
bit
round
slow
you did.
then.
Yeah, you
Sorry,
was not
man.
a bit slow. You were incredibly slow. I'm awfully sorry to tell you. Any more, Chris? Because I can't keep up with this.
Obviously loads, but I was looking for any.
Dennis says, "I will pay for a new studio if Mr. Fun has a Greasy Grealish tattoo on his bum." There we go.
Fair enough.
Greasy Grealish.
Oh, we're going back to the fast pie. I saw someone fast tracked to the counter and stood there for 20 minutes while they worked out how to pay.
Paul Gill is correct. I think it was versus Wolves when the roof blew off. I think it was versus Wolves. Yeah, quite a while ago. How long do you reckon, Paul?
My first game was 98. So it must have been before then. Must have been. So I don't remember it.
Yeah.
Just quickly, man of the match for Saturday. Just gone.
Tough one. I'd probably go with Magoma.
Yeah, same as me. I'll go with Kevin Kelly, Magoma. Mags.
I've only just noticed you have actually put Chris Pugh's name under the telly.
Villa or a shower.
Oh dear. Oh, you can tell we're back, can't you?
Yeah.
You can tell we're back. Any Tilton talkers in Edinburgh, says Adam Wilkes. Adam's up there on holiday, enjoying his holiday. So if there's anybody up there, then up there till Friday. The Fringe Festival is on. Oh dear, this computer! I'm gonna throw this through the window.
Yeah, you look
The Fringe Festival is on. So if there's any Blue Noses up in Edinburgh,
Graham says we could do with plugging the gaps in defence.
Oh, very good, very good, very good. I'm loving it.
FFP like a blockage in our transfer pipes.
Oh, Kev. Oh, I see. That's what I'm doing
just
wrong.
quickly, the Bogle signing was leaked.
Oh, great. Leak. Did you get that one?
Leaked. Yeah, come on. Good one.
Come on.
We've come to the end of the night.
We have.
Where's that gone?
I don't know.
It always goes quick.
Crazy, isn't it?
Don't know.
I mean, that Arab World Cup special we did, that one just flew by even quicker.
Yeah.
Because it was short, obviously.
Yeah.
I don't know where the hour and a half goes.
Yeah, most people are saying Mags. Darren Whitehouse, had we won, I'd have had to said Truman for man of the match. Yeah.
He had a good shot. Holy crap, there's a big fly in front of me.
It's only a fly. It's
a big killer fly.
It's a little tiny bee. It's a tiny bee.
It's going to kill me.
That is not a killer fly.
I've got a legitimate fear of him.
Did you see the cockroach that landed on my shoulder in Gran Canaria?
I don't care.
Huh?
Sam's freaking.
You didn't
know. Oh, come to me. Oh dear. Steve Portman says we had the bunny boilers at St Andrews and they had the combi. Oh, very good. Thomas Essex, hello guys, it's early morning here in Thailand. Love the show, love you too, Thomas, well done. Give a shout out to Jackie for offering to pay for disabled fans to get to the match on Saturday.
That's right, you did, yeah.
Can you give a shout out to Jackie for offering to pay for a disabled fan to get to the match on Saturday? That is what we are. We're a Blues family. We're all together. We're in this together. We've got a long season ahead of us, Sam.
Yeah.
We ain't got a clue what's going to happen. Ups, downs, ins, outs.
Don't even know if we're going to have in the deadline day yet.
We don't even
We'll
know
see.
whether we're going to have new owners,
Watch
old
this
owners,
space.
same owners.
Yeah.
We don't know anything.
We know
It's
nothing.
probably the best way to be because it's
The Birmingham
brilliant,
City roller
brilliant
coaster
being a
rocks on,
Birmingham
don't
City
it?
fan. Oh, what? Sorry.
The Birmingham City roller coaster just keeps on going.
Don't it just? At least we've
Yeah.
got wheels on ours, though.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. Have a good evening. Listen. Come on, Hall.
Come on, Hall.
Come on,
They
Hall.
can do it.
Come on, Hall. This has been the first Tilton Talk Show of season 8. Sam, thanks ever so much for staying.
you're welcome,
The wonderful
anytime.
Mr. Pugh. I know how much respected he is.
I just hope I've been as fun as he normally is.
You've been made to feel at home. That's the main thing.
Absolutely,
You've been made to
always
feel at
am.
home. And what we would love to do is thank each and every single one of you for joining in with us tonight. This is the Tilton Talk Show. We're opening on in. Come on, Blues. Come on.
Keep right on, everyone.
Keep right on.
Good night.
We'll support you till the end of the day.